Make the ground shake.
Good morning, students. Welcome to the accountancy class for the same chapter, non-profit organization. Yes, this is the third part what we are going to be continuing for the same chapter. In the first part, we have studied about the meaning of NPO, features of NPO. Next, books will be going to be prepared and what are the accounts will be going to be seen and what are the accounts, that is receipts and payments, income and expenditure and balance sheet. That is one part of theoretical part which is necessary for to understand the NPO chapter. In the next coming second part, we have studied about the terminologies which is necessary for you to understand for the problem oriented. From each and every part, whatever I have given in the second part, it is important for your problems. That is, each and every item I have shown you where it has to be recorded. Where the receipts and payments account should be recorded, where income and expenditure account should be recorded, and whether it is debit or credit, or why it is debit or credit. That explanation has been given for you. Read it properly and try to understand and let me know whether how much you are going to be understanding. Next, in the third part, I am going to deal with the practical oriented questions. So in this page you are going to be seeing the question, that is, prepare receipts and payments account of a NPO with any 5 imaginary figures. This is a compulsory question which is prepared for your practical oriented questions. Prepare receipts and payments. You are known that receipts means coming inside to the business, payment means going outside to the business. Of a NPO means NPO refers to the non-profit organization. With 5 imaginary figures means in the practical oriented questions, as you are studied in your first PUC, the values will not be going to be given and you should have to take your own values and you should have to prepare. And I have shown here the format of this receipts and payments account. And heading is compulsory for any account in our accountancy, and I have written debit and credit. So heading is receipts and payments account of culture club, that is any one of the club it has to be maintained for the year ending 31st March 2019. So receipts. So when the receipts and payments account is going to be prepared from our side, it starts from the receipt side. I have shown you to balance brought down, that is here. To balance brought down, that is cash in hand, that is 10,000 rupees it has taken. Next, what are the items which will be going to be recorded in the receipt side is subscriptions. Subscription is a receipt, that is subscription is the fees paid by the members of the organization. That subscription I have considered here in the receipt side. I have taken subscription 80,000 rupees and entrance fees 10,000 rupees, that is receipts. And coming to the payment side, culture club means any stationery expenses which will be going to be taken, that is stationery 5,000 rupees, postage 5,000 rupees, electricity charges 10,000 rupees. So after making the total of this, you just take the total first from the debit side, that is debit side is 1 lakh rupees. 80, 10 plus 10, that is 1 lakh rupees. Take the same 1 lakh rupees on the credit side also. So you deduct the above expenses, that is stationery 5,000 rupees, postage 5,000 rupees, electricity charges 10,000 rupees. You should deduct that so that you will be getting the balance carried down, that is cash in hand should be considered, that is prepared from our side. These are all the figures which is taken from our side because it is a practical oriented questions which has to be prepared with imaginary figures. I have taken my own values and prepare it the same way as I have given for you. Don't change any values, don't change any format. Write it or read it or learn it in the same way. The first practical oriented has been completed in this chapter. As practical oriented question, the 15 questions has been framed by the PUC board for your syllabus. Among that, 2 practical oriented questions are from this chapter only. Among that, I have completed the first practical oriented for you. Learn it in the same way and write it the same thing in your notes. Write the date and the practical oriented question heading and write this question. Next, second practical, I am moving to the second practical oriented question, that is classify the following into revenue and capital items. There are n number of the following items I have shown you. Among that, five items will be going to be asked in your examinations. You should have to classify these items into revenue and the capital items. In the previous class, I have explained you about the revenue receipt and the revenue expenditure, capital receipt and the capital expenditure. Before going to understand this, after the explanation, you read it once again about the capital receipt, capital expenditure, revenue receipt and revenue expenditure. Only within one word I will explain before explaining this. Revenue receipt is a recurring. Revenue receipt means what coming is, it is regularly coming to the organization. Revenue expenditure means recurring. Regular some expenditures will be there in the organization. Next is capital expenditure means capital. The word itself is explaining you. Capital. Once any asset is going to be purchased, repeatedly the expenditure will not going to be making by the organization, then it is called as capital expenditure. Only once we are going to be making, that is non-recurring, or it is called as non-regular. Next is capital receipt. Capital receipt is also non-recurring. That is what we are going to be receiving to the NPO is irregular. That is called as capital receipt. Among this, I will start the explanation of this. First one I have given you, X-ray plant purchased by a hospital. Plant is nothing but machinery. We will call X-ray. As everybody knows that X-ray means any accident, anything what will be going to happen, will make an X-ray in the hospitals. That machinery will be going to be installed once in an hospitals. That is X-ray plant purchased by a hospitals. Once it has been installed, repeatedly we are not going to be making an expenditure for the particular asset. So it is a capital expenditure. Next, interest received. Interest received, these things will be going to be receiving regularly. So it is called as revenue receipt. Again same, sale of old sports materials. In the second part of the explanation I have shown you, old sports materials means ball, bat, net. These are all things which will be going to be selling in the club and we will be going to be getting some revenue. So it will be in regular to the clubs, some sports clubs. So it is a revenue receipt. Sale of old sports materials is a revenue receipt. Next, carriage paid on goods purchased. Carriage paid, some labor expenses that is going to be taken. Goods purchased, some of the stock goods which you are going to be purchasing, some of those expenses will be going to be taking. So it is called as paid, means it is an expenditure, expenses. So it is a revenue expenditure. Next, donation received for construction a swimming pool. So any organizations which will be going to be required a swimming pool, where it is required, any park, hospitals for the construction. At that time, any one of the person is donating for the construction for a particular specific purpose, and he is not going to be giving for the same purpose repeatedly for you to make. So that is called as donation received for constructing a swimming pool is a capital receipt. Next, honorarium paid. I have said you, honorarium means is not a regular employee, is whence will be calling. Suppose an example, Daman College is going to be calling any resource person at the time of orientation program, or next and any program which will be going to be some expenditure, some resource person, say for the degree, PUC, different subjects, different persons will be going to be coming. So those expenses, so some of the amount which will be going to be paying for that employee is called as honorarium paid. That is a revenue expenditure. Next, you should have to try to answer for this. Installation charges of a new machinery. New means which was not there in the industry or the organization. Installation. Same thing, as extra plant has been purchased, some installation of any productions is going to any industries, the production is to be going on according to some new technology. Will be going to be installing the new machinery. So installation charges of new machinery has been done in the industries or the organizations. Then repeatedly we are not going to be making the same investment for the particular purpose. So it is called as capital expenditure. Next, subscription to newspaper. So every day newspapers we are going to be taking, every month you should have to pay the money for the person. So subscription to newspaper, it is a revenue expenditure. So what you are going to be understanding? Regular, irregular, capital, revenue. Once you understand about theoretical part, it is easy for you to classify this. So next, classifications. Cost of purchase of new machinery. Same thing. New machinery has been purchased, computer has been purchased which is required for the hospitals or anything, or any equipment is required, that is going to be purchased. That is once we are going to be making. Once you are going to be making that investment, minimum 3 to 5 years we are going to be utilizing that. So it is a capital expenditure. Donation received. Received means coming inside to the business. Donation received for building. So any NPOs are receiving donations from the government or any persons. So repeatedly is not going to be receiving for the same purpose. So it is a capital receipt. Donation received for particular specifying their building. So it is a capital receipt. Next, computer purchased by a college. So BCA departments or any other departments, engineering colleges. So once they are going to be purchasing the computers for a college, for the students or anything for one purpose, any purpose. So it will be not going to be repeatedly done. So it is a capital expenditure. Life membership fees. As I have said in the second part of the explanation, capital fund will be appearing the liability side of the balance sheet. Same life membership fees will be going to be adding to the capital fund. So it is a capital receipt. Next, sale of machinery. Sale of machinery means because due to any technology changes or this machinery is not particularly helpful for any industries, if we are going to be selling that machinery, so some of the amount, lump sum amount will be going to be receiving. So it is a capital receipt. Next, subscription received from members. Subscription received means subscription is a receiving fees, something helpful to the organization. So it is a revenue from the members. So it is called as repeatedly few of the members, one person, A person is giving, next time B person is going to be, so it is going to be collecting. It is a revenue receipt. Next, amount spent for upkeep of ground. Amount spent for upkeep of ground means as you are seeing the field which we are going to be maintaining, that is upkeep means for the maintenance of that building we are going to be spending some amount. Now ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ಅದರ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇದೇ ತರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ revenue expenditure. Amount spent for upkeep of ground, then it is a revenue expenditure. Next is legacies. I have explained you what is legacies. Legacies is a new word for you. Legacies means it is a will given by the deceased person to the NPO organization. Deceased person ಅಂದ್ರೆ death of a person. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ತಾನು ಸಾಯೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಲ್ ನ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ NPO ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಲೆಗಸೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. once in a lifetime of any person is going to be given to the NPO. So legacies is always a capital receipt. Next is subscription. Subscription, they are not specified anything. Subscription ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ organizations and some different persons in the, so we'll take and considered as a revenue receipt. Special donation. As I've explained you, donations has been subdivided into special donation and the general donation. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ capital receipt. Special donation is always a capital receipt. Next, sale of old newspaper. ಸೇಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಂದೊಂದು 30-2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೇಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ, ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ a revenue. So it is recurring, it is going to be happening in the organization. So it is a revenue receipt. Next, government grant for maintenance. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗು, ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಈ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗ್ರಾಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ದ ಕಂಪನಿ, ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್. ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್. ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಮಿಷನರಿ. As you have studied what is meant by depreciation, depreciation means decrease in the value of the asset. As the value of the asset will decreases, then there is some expenses, non-expenses. It is considered as non-cash expenses. Depreciation on machinery is a revenue expenditure. Next, special subscription received for special purpose. Yes, if any one of the person is giving an fees or amount to the organization, specific person is going to be mentioning is a particular person for the improvement of an education or his hospital expenses, he is going to be mentioning like that and he is going to be giving, then it is a capital receipt. Next is rent received. So rent received means it is a revenue. What received, when it is the amount is coming inside to the business, it is a revenue. Rent received is a revenue receipt. Next, interest on investment. Investment means some of the amount is going to be kept in the bank or in any financial institutions for the further improvement. So what is the investment we are going to be kept? If you are going to be receiving the interest for that investment means, then it is a revenue. Every quarterly, half yearly or yearly we are going to be receiving that interest. So it is a revenue receipt. Next, legal charges incurred in connection with purchase of land. So I'll divide it, the explanation. Legal charges means legal, that is according to the law. So when we are going to be purchasing the land from one person or from any other persons, so some of the expenses for the documents which we are going to be taking, that we are going to be doing, that is called as legal charges. That legal charges incurred in connection with the purchase of land. So we are going to be purchasing that land. So that for that purchases some legal charges, that the document preparation is called, then it is a capital expenditure. Why capital expenditure? Because repeatedly the same documents is not going to be prepared. So once it is prepared, it is our land. So it is a capital expenditure. Next, brokerage paid for raising a loan for the purpose of business. Brokerage paid. Brokerage means, so loan, what do you mean by loan? So when we want to start a business, we are going to be borrowing the money from the friends or from the bank. So we are going to be borrowing money from the bank through the loan. So a loan na togolodukke in the middle of the persons, we are going to be taking the help of any middle persons. So we are going to be paying the broker expenses to that middle person. So once we are going to be, the loan has been raised, again the same expenses is not going to be incurring for our business. It is capital expense. Some lump sum of amount is coming inside to the business and some expenses has been taken over. Repeatedly it is not going to be taken. That is capital expenditure. Next, amount spent on repair to second-hand motor car before it is used. So once, suppose example car. So once we are going to be purchasing any second-hand car means, so what is the repairs is required or what are the installations is required, we are going to be making once for that. So that is, we are going to be purchasing for our purpose, it is capital. because repeatedly we are not going to be purchasing that. A small amount of repair is required, installation is required, we are doing. Repeatedly we are not going to be making the same thing for that vehicle. So amount spent on repair to a second-hand motor car before it is used. Once we purchase, and what is the repair or expenses installation is required, we are made, and after that we start using. So it is called the capital expenditure. Next, expenses incurred for whitewashing the old building. So old building andre hale ಒಂದು building ಗೆ white wash paint ಮಾಡಿಸೋ ಬದಲಿ we are going to be just making the white wash. ಆ ತರ ಒಂದು white wash ಮಾಡಿಸುವಂತ ಒಂದು expenses ಗೆ revenue, because paint ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ time, just one white wash repeatedly we are going to be doing, that is revenue expenditure. Periodical repairs on plant is nothing but ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು industry ಒಂದು machinery ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Periodical repairs means periodical, every period, once in a year ಅಂತ 3 years, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year period, ಒಂದೊಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಮೆಷಿನರಿನ ನಾವು ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, that is revenue expenditure. Prize amount received from a lottery. ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಸ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is not going to be coming repeatedly. So once that amount is going to be coming to a person and that any organizations, so prize amount received from a lottery is a capital receipt. Honorarium paid to the secretary. I said honorarium paid means is not an regular employee for his visit or his work, any personal work or an extra work which is going to be taken by the secretary, we are going to be paying for him. Honorarium paid to the secretary, so that work will be going to be taken from him and we are going to be making some expenses to that person. It is a revenue expenditure. Next, sale proceeds of old tennis ball. So as you know, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಲು ಬ್ಯಾಟು ನೆಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ರೆಕರಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕನ್. It is when we are going to be selling, the amount is going to be coming inside to the business, we are receiving the amount, then it is a revenue receipt. Cost of installation, lights and fans. So any buildings or any old buildings, once we are going to be installing the light and fans, it is not an repeated expenses, so it is a capital expenditure. So match expenses met out of match fund. This is very clear explanation, you should have to understand, because in this second part of the explanation I have given you the tournament expenses. How this tournament expenses will be going to be taken, if the tournament fund is separately mentioned, if separately is not mentioned, how you will be going to be treating. So that should be very clear when you are going to be writing the answer. Match expenses met out of match fund. So I am a person who has given for any organization to for the specific purpose of match. So that is match fund is suppose 1 lakh rupees. Among that, what are the expenses is going to be making for the match persons, that should be deducted. So that is capital expenditure. So capital expenditure, repeated, recurring, that you should have to understand. Recurring, non-recurring, regular, not regular, what we are going to be receiving. Then it is very easy for you to classify to the revenue receipt, revenue expenditure, capital receipt and capital expenditure. Yes, next, prizes awarded to students on the college day. So every year schools, the colleges we are going to be seeing. So it is a revenue expenditure, that is expenses. So we should have to purchase the purchases. So some expenses will be going to be done and it will be some recurring. So some cultural, some sports which will be going to be conducted by the colleges. So those prizes will be going to be bringing, then it is a revenue expenditure. Next, laboratory expenses incurred by the science department of a college. Laboratory expenses, as you know, science department will be having the different departments of the laboratories. So some expense, some of the items which is not to be necessary for to bring. So those expenses is considered as laboratory. So some gloves, some acid or anything which is required for them to bring. So that is expenses. That is laboratory expenses incurred by the science department of a college. That expenses will be there by the same department. It is a revenue expenditure. So for the next part 5 to 6 I have given for you to write the assignment. Today is the whole part from the beginning. The first one is prepare the receipts and payments account with 5 imaginary figures beginning from there. Second one is classify the following into capital and revenue items. All these items should have to be written in your notes and consider that is also an assignment for you and you should have to send to in the classroom app. So few of the items I have given you and I have not given the answer for that. Just I'll read out that. Honorarium paid to surgeon by a hospital. Try to understand. So how it has to be classified among that. Same thing honorarium paid I have explained in prior. If you found any difficulty, take the before explanation what I have given in the previous page and give the answer. Next, cost of construction of pavilion by sports club. So some of the expenses which we will be going to be making for the sports club, take it, write it, consider it. Next, carriage paid on goods purchased. Same thing. I have explained this also. Salary paid to groundmen for upkeep of ground. Upkeep of ground is nothing but maintenance. ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಲೇಬರರ್ಗೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ ಆರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಲೇಬರರ್ ವೇಜಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಪೇ ಟು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪ್ಕೀಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಲಾಕರ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಲಾಕರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ರೆಂಟ್, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಲಾಕರ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಪೇಡ್. Next, interest on loan taken for construction of building. So building ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೋನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, ಬಾರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಾರೋ either from the friends or from the bank. So what is the borrowed money? We should have to pay an interest taken for the construction of building. So how you consider that? Write it. I have not given the answer for this 1 2 3 4 5 6. You should have to write along with the above also. The above explanation, write it in your notes. Send today's whole part to me in the classroom app. Last also question I have mentioned you, give an example for specific purpose, specific donation. Essays has been given, that is don't take consideration. Give an example for specific donation. So this is the completion of your first part of theoretical and also the practical oriented. Once you understand the everything, it is easy for you to do the problem. It is a compulsory problem for you for the 12 marks in this chapter. Next, the problems I'll take in the next class, or else I'll start the partnership chapter. So once go through all this theoretical part and try to understand this very clearly. I have explained you. If any doubts, you can ask me in the Zoom meeting or in the classroom app. Send me the questions. Thank you, students.